Yeah, bro, they get a new principal like every fucking year. That's nothing new.
Um,
Who was that one we had back in our day?
Step down.
No, we had the other one.
Down.
Yeah, that was the one. Dr. Dow was the goat, bro.
Yeah.
I wish she was our fucking principal instead of Zach Just.
Yeah.
Yo, they shot the pilot.
Obviously, it's running out. Okay, but it's turned out. It's new run. So,
Look out! There's a bridge up ahead!
Okay. I'll come down and get you on the other side.
The objective, hope you know how to power, Martha! You're too high!
yeah.
Hold it there!
Yeah. Okay.
What, bro?
What the heck?
What now?
You remember Mr. Green? The guy that came in when Grupo left out of elementary school?
Yeah, he came in like my last year in elementary, I think.
Yeah, he's the assistant principal now.
Oh, that shit dumb. That guy was hot.
I'm checking the teachers list because things have changed since I've been gone.
Is Mommy Vaquero still there?
I believe so. Let me see. Ambrose, Shannon Ambrose is still there.
Oh yeah.
Daniel Gattoni, oh great.
Bro, Chuck was telling me one day. Bro, Chuck was telling me one day he thinks Mrs. Gattoni was a fucking MILF. I was like, bro, what? She was like 60.
Yeah, bro, that's crazy.
Yeah, she was going on like 50 whenever we were leaving fucking elementary.
These goddamn
Let's see. Yeah. Mrs. Breckenridge is still alive.
Yeah, she is the mother of Thomas Breckenridge, who is in the fucking marching band, and I hate that kid. He's fucking creep. Reminds me of Jacob Perry.
Amy Coleman.
L.
Lindell DeBoe still there. She was like Title 1, I think.
I never did like Amy Kohler.
Yep, they're done. Christina Evancho. Equal Murphy. Ulrich Fowler still there.
Who? Don't know her.
Lynn Gear. Lynn Gear is still there.
I hate that bitch so much.
Yeah, I'm gonna put on Robin there. So I'm waiting on him.
Get it, this one day, I know I've told you, yeah, I know I've told you about Brian and Colin Goodboy, right? This one day we had one of those practice shooter drills, and Lynn Gear, she shoved us all under the computer desks, and Brian Goodboy said something along the lines of, I hope the shooter comes in and shoots her in the head, and then me and him like laughed about it, and then we got fucking pulled aside after library. Apparently someone overheard us and snitched on us. And then I had, what's her name, Mrs. Manick. She was sitting there like lecturing us like, you don't say something like that. This is a very serious situation.
I think this is Delani is one of those like special ed teachers.
Yeah, I think she was there when we were there.
Yeah, I think Jennifer Gonzalez is there. Renee Bean is still there. Oh boy, Emily Pope still there.
Oh Lord.
Get out if you want to play a game today. And like that, everybody said yes, I said no, and she was like, okay, quit that talking, man.
Wow. Ridiculous.
What? talking to you. He said, yeah. You asked, I asked if you said no. I'm like, I just said it was busted. This is one of the still there.
Who?
This is from the Dola in 2nd grade.
Bro, you would think is what they do is like instead of keeping all them fucking teachers in the elementary school, you would think that after a while they would get a promotion and like move up grades and shit. Because can you imagine, like Mrs. Levidola, for instance, coming into the high school? We'd all be sitting there like, Mommy!
We used to look at it.
I hated her too.
He caught me playing GTA in the middle of her class.
Michael, would she like take your phone or something?
Goddamn now.
Playing San Andreas on my laptop.
My gosh, would you like emulate it?
No, I had it on Steam.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, and
I didn't know that's how it works. You can get Steam on just like a normal computer.
no, well, yeah.
Yeah, I thought you had to. Thought you needed like a gaming PC or something.
No, it just can't. You just can't run the game for
Sure, no doubt here.
I tried to run Resident Evil 4, which is 20 years old, on my mom's laptop, and it runs like a data.
Wow. But you can use just like a normal computer to run Steam games.
Yeah, but you're barely going to be able to play any games. You're not going to be able to play any modern games.
So that must be how kids are running around playing Minecraft on their fucking iPads and shit, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Yeah. Is that how the memes come in where people are always saying, like, oh, I have one of those old-ass PCs that can only run Minecraft and Red Dead?
Yeah.
So that's where those memes come from?
Yeah.
Long in case you ain't noticed, that's on the scene swing.
Yes, he wouldn't even help us with mine.
Yeah.
Gosh, really messed up right now. You know how this is swing. I'm gonna make sure it goes before.
Oh, LeBarney, bro? Yeah, she was annoying.
Yes, Bills.
Mrs. Leonard was good, though.
Don't rescue him.
Wow.
Stay paying attention.
Yeah, she was the
From
goat.
the field?
I didn't think so,
Yes.
but
I had her for, what was it, 3rd grade, I think? And I didn't mind her, honestly. We still see her every now and then, and every time we see her, she's like, oh my goodness, you're so grown up now. I remember you were sitting in my 3rd grade class, you were all quiet, you changed so much.
Anyhow.
Good. Because two is all we need. Oh, there's a bunk.
Oh, Mr. Lowfig, he was the goat, bro.
Copperhead looking. Thank you, Arthur.
I was so chill with Mr. Lowfig and Mr. Tola. Do they still have him?
I have Mr. Colbert. No, I think Colbert retired.
Did he, bro?
I caught him coming out of the wine store one day.
Nah, bro, that's insane.
He was Mrs. Luke. Is she special ed or?
I wouldn't be able to tell you. I don't know.
Oh, Mrs. Luzansky's still there.
That's an L.
Mrs. Manley is still there.
Dumb, bro, mommy.
Yeah, other than that, though, she was, like, really, like, she was way too excited about her class. It was not that, Island of the Blue Dolphins, bro. It was not that exciting.
Yeah, I remember that book.
Freaking, what was her name? I don't even know, some African chick or something.
Yeah, that was the one with the African chick whose brother died on the island with her.
Yeah, she was like holding out on the island, yeah. Lived in a cave, yeah. Colleen Martinelli, I don't know her.
What wasn't that based on a true story though? That Island of the Blue Dolphins.
Probably. Brandon McMahon is still there. He's a Title I teacher. Oh, this is McNeil. I knew she was still out kicking in the elementary. Mrs. McNeil is still to this day is one of my favorite teachers.
Facts, bro.
Yeah, you ain't coming out.
Unpopular opinion. I didn't mind Miss Manic.
Not the
Shut up. Danielle, Mrs. Melanizer, yeah, she was the one that was coming for Sarah Murphy every 2.5 days.
I'm real grateful. Yeah, we know you. We'll bring
They
you
have Mrs. Murphy, there's Susan Newman. Now, as much as people hated her, other people like funny, but
Who, Newman?
yeah, Mrs. Newman, I hope that was. Okay, we'll be talking outside.
Yes, it's weird. If there's like a wasp or a spider in my room, I'll just grab a shoe and kill it. If there's a fucking stink bug, I'm running downstairs to get my mommy, bro.
They have, okay, yeah. Andrea Peterson, I think Mrs. Peterson's, special ed teacher as well.
Yeah, Peterson, I remember her. My sister had her.
What? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, special ed classes.
Okay, confirms what I thought.
We good?
How did they get all these fucking teachers there? Like my question is, there's all these different schools around, and each one of them has like usually like three buildings per school. How the fuck is there that many people willing to be teachers and like volunteers for school and whatnot?
I don't know.
Like how many people do you really know in school who you know they're going around school like, oh, I'm going to be a teacher when I grow up?
Yeah, I remember Mrs. Podlish used to be there.
Oh, I love Mrs. Pavlich, bro.
Krupa used to be there. Coley used to be there. Thalius used to be there.
When was Krupa there?
She taught second grade quite a while.
I don't recall that.
Yeah, she taught me for second grade. She passed around 5th or 6th grade and went up to teach the high school, or the middle school. And in 7th grade, I was like, oh, man, or in 6th, I was like, man, I want to get Mrs. Krupa. I'm glad I didn't get her.
Fair enough.
Let's see. Kayla Pelosi, I'm not familiar with her.
Alright.
Jessica Hopeless, I think she's a special ed teacher. Paula Sokol was still there.
Of course she is.
I never had a problem with her. Her class was always chill. I loved it when they had when she had the risers up there and we got to sit on the risers. I'm sure that was the thing for you.
What?
When you would, instead of the chairs, you would have the risers up, just like Forrest was doing stuff in there.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah, but Jesselyn Stanfield, yeah, Mrs. Stanfield, she was a substitute teacher, and then she started teaching full time. Ricky Swink, I don't know her.
You see it?
It spells like R-I-K-K-I, so I think it's a girl. Amanda Thompson is still there. Oh yeah, Amy McCarroll, she was there too. Mrs. White is still there, alright.
Right. You see it? There's two guards. Take
I love Mrs. White.
Let's go get her.
It's the only one with a new team. Kind of like.
Bro, Mr. Jenkins was telling us how every room in the fucking school used to have a TV. And they would like play, they'd play like cable on it and shit during the school day. Can you imagine how fucking lit that would be?
Get on, freaking walk to the woods up there. Like, if they don't have to see that class, get on.
I still remember the middle school cafeteria. They would play like cartoons and shit on that TV.
Yeah, they still do. And they got like a giant, like 90-inch TV or something ridiculous like that, and threw it on the wall in my 8th grade year. And yeah, they would play like SpongeBob up there and stuff. It was lit, bruh.
I don't know that SpongeBob is good, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. There are days where I like want to watch SpongeBob for some reason. Like I just get a random urge to watch SpongeBob. So what do? I boot up some SpongeBob episodes on YouTube and watch them.
Melissa Withrow still there. Now, I know you probably didn't like her. A lot of people didn't like her.
Withrow? No. Withrow got fired.
Okay, well, I guess we'll go
That's what I heard.
try anything. I'll be
Did you ever want to you didn't like?
What?
Did you like her?
I didn't mind her.
Yeah, neither did I, because she was one of the teachers that, like, I got all her work done, so she didn't really mind me.
Why don't you apologize?
Oh, Miss Jody's still there.
Oh, the lady who would like monitor the lunch. Oh, she was the goat too, bro.
Oh, this is the down at the elementary. She was going to the high school.
Who?
This is the down. She, okay, who did you have in your 7th and 8th grade year? Who was in the library?
My 7th and 8th grade year. I don't think we had a librarian. Because I think the librarian we had, she passed away, and they didn't have a librarian for the next like 2 years.
Okay, because when I went there in 7th grade, it was Mrs. Fritz. Yeah,
because I still remember. I still remember when we were in like 7th grade, and I think they had the funeral for the librarian at the middle school or something. Of course, I didn't go. I mean, you know, condolences to those who lost their loved one, but I'm not going to go to my fucking school librarian's funeral, you know?
yeah, I get. Yeah, it was you know Mrs. Fritz. Yeah, I think she's like an aide now. Yeah, she is an aide for the special ed kids. You know her?
I don't clue.
Her is now librarian in 7th grade. Then in 8th grade, we thought I forget her name already. She was nice. I mean, we would laugh for her. She would all yell at people, and people would be like, "We're not listening."
Unless you bring John.
John Morrison. We would laugh, but he was cool. Let's see.
2, 3.
Mrs. Martin and Mrs. Shahan are still there. Still for there.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Of course, sir.
Of course, sir.
Let's see if there's any new people in middle school now. It's been a while since I've been there. By a while, I mean like a few months, but whatever.
Well, I still remember they used to like alternate the nurses every day. One would be at the middle school one day, and then the next day they'd be at the elementary. And I remember I would purposely, even if I was sick, I would never go down to the nurses if that old bitch was the nurse that day. But then you had the other one, the absolute baddie, and I would go down there like acting sick and shit just to see that absolute baddie of a nurse, bro. The blonde one with the glasses.
Mrs. Martin.
That may have been it. I don't know. Is what I do know is that one of the nurses was an absolute baddie, and the other one was old and fucking wrinkly.
This guy is white and mine. Oh, back to the next door. My God, good job. There's 4 more.
This ain't a bad mission.
Let's see who's about. Long time.
Oh, why wouldn't she be? Yeah, I'm aware. I was lucky enough to have Jason DUI Scaramucci.
When you had Jennifer up there?
Who, Mrs. Childs?
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah, because you remember Jason Scaramucci went up to be the vice principal of the high school, and then they replaced him with her. Right.
What?
No.
He's still there. I mean, it's only been a few months, but you know how they do things.
Right.
Uh,
Who?
Why?
Who? I got like 3 fucking headshots on this guy. And he still ain't dead. It's ridiculous. Couldn't tell you, bro.
In the cafeteria stuff.
Yeah, Mr. Chris Stasha, he still comes up to the high school sometimes because he's the he's the cross country coach or whatever.
Yeah, Mrs. Toke was our librarian last year. Apparently she's an aide now. So he was the librarian.
Not a clue.
Let me see, I think there's second for Who's the librarian? It's It's freaking Cheryl Francia, yeah. So I guess it's not. It's her again. Old John Grice.
Oh yeah, you can't forget John Grice. Ruining everyone's school year.
Let's check out the high school. Let's check out the high school, what they're doing over here. Well, that's the school I'm going to, but they don't have to know that. Yes. Let's see the faculty and staff. Oh, Mr. Zach Joss.
Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Mrs. Jim James. I hate her so much. I hate her so much.
I hate them both.
She is terrible, bro. Jamie, Mrs. Max is terrible. There's 30 seconds left in the freaking lunch period. He stands up and he tells us to sit down like 3 times.
Can't relate. I don't have her monitoring my fucking lunch. Praise the Lord.
Mike Saber is still on the administration here.
Tell you.
We lost young lady too.
Michael Sable was a decent principal. The people had their complaints about him, and then Mr. Just came in. Everyone's like, "Oh, we want Dr. Sable back." That's that's a teacher up on the 4th floor. I have no clue. I think they're cousins or something.
He's credited as a teacher when he is not a teacher.
He was a teacher at one point.
It's just like no classes the whole day.
Things ain't very good, John.
Yeah, dude, he has health classes and gym classes.
To the north.
Oh, he does teach gym.
Yeah, he still teaches gym, just not our period. Yeah, I know he teaches 11th period gym. I think he has 12th period gym. I'm not sure what else. I believe she is also up on the 4th floor.
Terry.
That it worked the right time. So Might not be the
They
hero
took
as
you
well as
Apollo and
you know that left behind.
I
Can't stop thinking about this.
In the
In the
bank,
bank,
when they
they
grabbed me,
grabbed me,
he
he
saw it.
saw it.
Felt almost like he had
a
Who's on the staff here?
Dutch
Dutch
ain't
ain't
himself
himself right now. Or maybe he just ain't who he
No,
thought he was.
Guess
Guess we don't need to worry about his favorite no more.
I don't know anything
Yeah.
else about Rush Raver. But we're used to use on their little catalog here.
Yeah, I don't know him either.
Darren Vaquero, oh gosh.
It's the only one I know from Ross Traver is their band teacher because he used to alternate the band classes.
Mr.
Xander Deli.
Xander Deli, yeah.
Yeah, because he used to alternate. He used to go to the elementary one day, or he used to go to Marion one day and then Ross Traver the next.
Who is Darren Vaquero? Is that like this Vaquero's like husband or something?
Couldn't tell you. I don't know.
We
Who is honestly heard of that? I don't even know.
Yeah, and my question is, why exactly? It seems like anytime there's like a teacher that's married or whatever, why exactly are both people in the marriage teachers?
I don't know.
Because you got Mr. Harshman up at our school, and he's saying like his wife teaches preschool or something, and then
Oh, look at this. I mentioned this Mrs. Avancho chick, and now here's Christopher Avancho over here at the Ross Draper. Jeffrey is apparently not teaching that area anymore.
I said, I don't know what you said.
Yeah, I don't recognize that. Oh, Mrs. Reynolds, I know. Mr. Scott, I've heard of them.
Yeah.
And there's Brandon Zanardelli. Jake Andrews.
What the? Martin.
Well,
I guess we'll
Lynette Indoff. Now I recognize that last name, so that's probably someone I knew at some point. Tim Lester is crazy.
God
sounds like the name of a pedophile, bro.
He's probably related to Cam Malkovich, probably his mom.
I
Then,
was coming.
No, bro, there's like 20 fucking people with the last name Malkovich down there. I doubt they're all related.
that's a common last name.
I guess. I didn't think it was that common until like high school when I met like 6 people with the last name Malkovich.
Ah,
I know a Derek Malkovich, Freddie Malkovich. I think you just mentioned that Cameron Malkovich kid. Can't say I know him, but that's another person. Freddie Malkovich.
Arthur.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry,
I was
I was miles away.
Thinking of,
Thinking of,
I don't know.
Dutch said to tell you he might have gone to Johannesburg. Something about Mr. Cornwall.
Okay. Thanks,
Thanks,
Mary Beth.
Mary Beth.
All right, time to head to this next mission in chapter 6 from Micah.
yeah, I find it funny how Angel and Izzy are like the best buddies now when she was talking loads of crap on Izzy at freaking family camp.
Yeah, both of them were talking shit on each other mutually a whole lot. I recall.
It was even going down as recent as freaking family camp. So
Yeah, I'll bet they're back to having their lesbian butt sex or whatever too.
oh yeah, I bet next year you're not gonna be able to go to family camp.
No, see, it's funny. Big John, he said that he was he still wanted to go to family camp, but he also wanted to do marching band. So you know what he said is he's gonna try to ask Mr. Sarabchek if he could skip the first week of band camp. And one, I doubt Mr. Sarabchek's going to let that happen. And 2, if he does let it happen, that means I'm gonna be up at fucking band camp every day for 10 hours. And that's not exaggeration either. We're there 9 to 9 every fucking day for a week. while Big Johnny's sitting over there at family camp like a fat ass.
Yes, the can't show you and some can't. It's going to be just me up there. I don't even think Raven's gonna be there here because he's.
Yeah, he's in college.
Yeah, he's gonna be in college. He is gonna be there. Well, it's the summertime, so he might be up. But he's gonna be like 19. Something. Like, I don't.
Well, that's the thing. I don't think he wasn't. He wasn't one of the teens up there this year. Wasn't he like helping out with you?
No, he stayed in the dorms and everything.
Oh, yeah. I figured, him being graduated, he would have been up there like helping out with the teens and not actually a part of your school.
Yeah, I'm probably still not coming to teen camp, as much as I hate to say it.
I'm telling you, bro, you gotta go. And especially with the possibility that neither me or Big John will be up at family camp. I think you really gotta go to teen camp, bro.
Yeah, teen camp, it sounds like a whole lot of physical activity.
It's really not, especially considering the fact that you get to choose your activities. It's just you got to be up like bright and early in the morning to go down and sign up for the good activities. Because I remember last year they had karaoke, they had fucking Mario Kart, they had there was a day where I didn't mind it. We had to go and help Gary and Derek rip out the old pool that they have up there. Or it wasn't a pool, it was a water slide. We ripped out the old water slide, and take a guess if I actually helped or not.
Nope.
No, I stood around like a badass.
Yeah, it's like you said, you just like pick board games every day and go surf.
Yep, that's what I did. For every activity, I would pick board games, unless they had something that looked actually decent.
It's your problem, partner.
You don't
You don't look so good. What is wrong? Nothing wrong with me. I'm fit as a fiddle, man. I ain't so I'm just a real friend.
So I'm now 3 missions into Chapter 6. What is there, 19? It's either 18 or 19, because I Googled it. I don't know. It was either Chapter 6 or Chapter 2 that had 18.
Barely escaped with our lives in Saint Denis. Now we got well, Molly clearly talked, but who else? Maybe we pushed things too hard. Maybe time folks like us have. We don't need a record. We got sloppier than the town drunk. They know who we are, where we are, what we're doing.
Way I see.
Best thing we can do is let the week go.
Yeah, as much as I like Dutch's character, he's kind of a shitty leader.
Yeah, that's the point.
It's like every job is the last one, and then they're gonna get out of here for good.
It's time to go.
Oh yeah, we're just gonna rob one more bank, and then we'll get out of here.
He ain't.
There's a bank up here in Blackwater. We're gonna go rob it, and then we're getting on out of here for real this time. And then this time comes around, they shoot a few cops. All right, guys, we kind of got to hold up. We're in trouble with the police. We got to hide out here for a few days, and then it's rinse and repeat.
Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah, I think anyone ever asks you the plot of Red Dead 2, that's what I'm telling them.
Especially after just that, but yeah, it's Jose. After Hosea dies, is where he truly fucking said. Hosea was the one keeping him from going insane.
Yeah, I can tell.
Hosea was like the other leader.
Yeah, I can tell.
These are wrongs.
Hosea likes to stay quiet. Dutch like Carmen.
Yeah, Dutch, every time it's like, all right, guys, we're going to go rob this bank. Everything's going to go smooth. Take a guess if everything goes smooth or not.
Yeah, 5 people get killed, and they make it out with 12 dead, and a couple lima beans, and a box of paper.
Maybe they'll have some of that cocaine gum in their pockets too.
Yeah, there's a couple health on it.
Talking about.
That's every fucking mission in this game. I'm telling you. We just described every mission in this game. Yeah, eventually, when I try and convince Big John to play Red Dead 2, that's what I'm going to tell him. Is that's how every mission goes. You got Dutch there touching your butt. Yeah, you got Dutch there touching your butt. All right, guys, we're going to go rob this bank. It's up here in Blackwater. We're going to make sure everything goes smooth. All right? No. Plan? Plan? What are you talking about? We need a plan. No. I have a gun. That's my plan, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, it's Big John ain't gonna play.
Yeah, because I remember I did get him to play GTA 5, and then he never finished it. In all fairness, that's because the fucking house burned down.
Well, which was also his fault. So.
Exactly.
I'll be right back.
All right. Dutch. That's a nice cake you got there, Dutch.
Down. I want to thank you for your hospitality, Cornwall. It's a business meeting, Mr. Milton. We are not friends. I have spent a considerable fortune with your agency, and still nothing. This Vanderlyn robs me and laughs at me. I asked for the best. I paid for the best.
You are very close, Mr. Cornwall. I know you've heard this before.
Sir, send a telegram to Goldberg in New York. Tell him I won't borrow more than 3.2%. Sorry, no, I haven't heard it before. And get the army man to pay his portage charge.
Yes, sir. We are doing all we can within the confines of the law.
The law? I think we both know what you can do with your...
Find me Dutch Vanderlyn. Bring him here. And leave
the law to today's neither. Good day, sir.
Come along, Mr. Ross. We have work to do.
Mr.
Mr. Kingsbury. Mr. Cornwall, listen up, Didsbury. What's all
I
this
was
about?
feeling a teeth for my
I
dad.
went into this mine
Because of
because
Uh,
of mismanagement.
And I
intend
intend
to
to
make
make
a
a
success.
And I just keep staring at me.
Feel that you feel. Business doesn't give two figs about feelings, sir. Two figs.
Yeah, I'm guessing Chapter 6 is probably going to be my favorite because I'm liking the direction the story is going so far. And there's also a lot of gunplay, so I honestly have little to no complaints about Chapter 6 so
Your
far.
impudence be your undoing.
I mean, that fucking hot air balloon section was ridiculous, but other than that,
And like this poor fellow you are talking to, my feelings are hurt. You robbed me, sir. You robbed him. Funny world. You show a criminal's grasp of sorcery, sir. I did no such thing. You kill. I kill. You rob. I rob.
Only
Difference I can see is I choose whom I kill and rob, and you destroy everything in your path. I've heard just about it now. I'll tell you.
have you actually played Red Dead 1?
$10,000.
Yeah.
Take that out of here. I'll let you in.
Yeah, I feel like I'm more hyped to play Red Dead 1 than I was to play Red Dead 2. One, because I'm assuming it at least slightly picks up on the story of Red Dead 2. Like, there'll be references and whatnot, I'm sure.
To Red Dead 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you're telling me they didn't make Red Dead 2 in mind with... You tell me they didn't make Red Dead 2 with Red Dead 1 in mind. Like, they didn't throw plot elements from Red Dead 1 into Red Dead 2.
They didn't, because remember, John Marston is not a primary character. The epilogue has barely anything to do with the first game. Because the epilogue was rushed and incomplete.
Ah, yes, that makes sense. So what you're telling me is I'm gonna hate the fucking epilogue.
No, I'm not saying it's a bad section. It should all the epilogues on Lost maybe 1 or 2.
But yeah, just based on the way things are going as of now, Chapter 6 is already my favorite chapter out of it. Like, I didn't mind the rest of the game. I just feel like there was a lack of action, which was my main complaint with the game. You know, from the 30-minute horse rides to the hour-long missions with absolutely no gunplay until right at the end. Now, from what I hear, though, Red Dead 1 is more of a spaghetti western-based game, whereas Red Dead 2 is more story-based. Is that right?
Sure.
Which works for me because I'm into those old, like, western movies and shit. What was that?
So you're into not having a story.
That's not what I said.
It's not a yes, the early answer, yeah. It's not too.
Right, but which game's atmosphere do you prefer? Like, do you...
One's atmosphere is ugly. It's all barren wasteland.
Gotcha.
Actually, as much as you want more of it, it's I did have I'm kind of glad they do that because all the characters look really tricky, especially when you consider GTA 4 had pretty good looking characters and it was from 2 years prior.
Yeah, I don't know. Just based on what I've seen with Red Dead 1, I figure I'm gonna like it more. Now, which game would you say has the better gameplay?
Red Dead 2. Red Dead 1, I enjoyed it too, but at the same time, I really don't like much about it, especially the gunplay. The gunplay is miserable to me. I hate the way that the guns feel, the way you aim them, the way you control them.
Yeah, I think I mentioned I booted up Red Dead 1 like years back when they had it on PS Plus.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything about it. It's the only thing I remember about the game is like a few months ago whenever I tried emulating it on Jonathan's phone, because you remember they made that Nintendo Switch port of Red Dead 1?
Sure.
And I tried emulating it on the Nintendo Switch version. Therefore, the only thing I remember is the opening cutscene, because it would crash every time I got past the opening cutscene. where John's getting off the boat and shit.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I fucking remember about it. I don't even remember that cutscene from when I booted it up on the PS4 a while back.
Lose it through the river. Looks like we've lost them. Now, baby.
But yeah, as of now, I have absolutely no complaints about Chapter 6.
Interesting yourself, Carl.
I'm willing to bet that this is most people's favorite chapter.
Same time, Morgan.
We all
We all
knew
know sooner or later, Cornwall had to go.
Let me see
You
that.
see them papers?
What would you say your favorite out of them is?
Feels like the whole world's
Out of what?
Dutch.
Out of the chapters in Red Dead 2?
Especially
A lot of people like Chapter 2 as the best. It's not my favorite. Chapter 3 is not my favorite. Chapter 3 always feels like a drag to me. Chapter 1 and Chapter 5 have to be my least favorite. The only redeemable factor in Chapter 5 is
And they're also moving dynamite
well,
down
two things. The mission Fleeting Joy at Lacaille and the island, because the island is pretty. It's annoying. Glorma, the island of Glorma is annoying, but the island is pretty. But probably Chapter 6. If I had to put them in order, epilogues included, number 1, Chapter 6, number 2, Chapter 4, number 3, Epilogue 2, number 4, Chapter 3,
Getting out of here.
number 5, Chapter 5.
Yeah.
There's an old
No, let me try that again. Number 1 would be Chapter 6,
Let's split up.
2 would be Chapter 4, 3 would be Chapter 2, 4 would be Epilogue 2, 5 would be Chapter 3, 6 would be Chapter 5, 7 would be Epilogue 1, and 8 would be Chapter 1. Chapter 1 removes all replayability from the game for how annoying the first few missions are up until you get to train robbery.
I didn't mind Chapter 1, but I can see why it would be annoying replaying the game. All right, you're gonna have to repeat that. You completely cut out there. You're gonna have to repeat that.
It's because of the forced walking and slow riding sections of the introductions to Chapter 1. And all the forced tutorials and whatnot.
Yeah, half of the shit that they teach you in those tutorials, I don't think I've used half of that shit in this game.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
You're back?
Yeah, that last mission, the train robbery mission, that was heat.
Reverend?
Yeah.
You okay,
You okay,
Mr.
Morgan?
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
These are
These are challenging times
for all
for all
of us.
of us.
Yes,
Yes,
very
very
challenging.
challenging.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet just because of the fact that I'm actually, sitting here enjoying the game. I'll bet Sharebreaker's gonna grab me over to church.
Excuse us a minute?
Yep.
Of course.
Of course.
New
New
York,
York.
we are gonna go.
Have you booted up The Last of Us 2 at all today?
South and east and
I can.
get on a river.
Why's that?
Go north.
My house burned down.
Then
Yeah, Jonathan came over and burned my house down.
Yeah, I still remember that one morning. You texted me like, "Hey, you trying to hop on some car, baby, when you're out of church?" I was like, "But I can't. My house burned down." and you were like, "Oh, you're funny. Give it. Let me know when you can call." And then I was like, "I'm being serious. Look at my story, bro." And then you just replied with that little fucking church smile emoji.
Yeah. Oh, that's very funny. Come on, just let me know when we can hop on. No, they really burnt that.
Yeah, and I think just the night before we were talking about how like every little thing in the world prevents us from hopping on COD Mobile together, and then lo and behold, the next morning, I'm like, oh yeah, you remember how I was trying to finish up Red Dead 2 before I head over to camp? My house burned down.
Yeah.
Taking our horse.
The infantry
I
division.
recall, don't worry.
Why?
Favors is a liar and a murderer.
But I'm finally here, going through Red Dead 2 again.
Wait till that house burns back.
I'm sure it will. Except this will be Jonathan's fault. This will be it'll be some kid who like I owe money or something. He's gonna come over here and light it on fire.
Or Starebreaker.
Oh yeah.
Because the pierogies can log.
I remember the fucking pierogies. Yeah, as soon as this cutscene's over, I was being called downstairs, so I'm gonna have to go see what that's about.
Oh my god.
Yep. I'm sure it'll be we gotta go to church.
Out of hand. I guess. Come along. We can get them more horses.
When does he usually take y'all to church on Wednesdays?
Wednesdays,